Good morning. Good morning. Today I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful, ugly little crusty table decoration out of old t-shirts. Yay. So this is what we're learning to make today.
Alrighty, to start off, we're going to line up those edges, make sure everything's nice and straight. And I just started cutting straight across. They're each like an inch long. And it doesn't really matter if they're uneven like that. I would say you can go up to the armpits. I just already had some strings from another t-shirt. Alright, and then you're going to cut right where that seam would be. I don't know why, but these t-shirts didn't have seams. Maybe that's a normal t-shirt thing. I'm just not noticing. But they didn't have seams. And then you can grab your strips. This is important. This is something I missed that I did with other parts when I was adding new stuff, but I didn't do it now. Before you knot it together and before you try and braid it together, you gotta stretch this stuff out. Stretch it out. It has to furl like that, and it makes it all nice and small and long and better for braiding. So then, now, if you had your stretched out pieces, you're gonna put your tape down and you're just gonna start braiding. And now you get to watch me do that. Alright, now that you got to see me braid for a little bit, I'm going to show you how to add these new strands in to keep that braid going. So you take the piece that's short, you unfurl it, and then you roll that new piece back in. That's why you need to stretch them out, because they get all curly and very nice. And then you just start braiding it right back in. Gotta be careful with this, because if you yank too hard on it, obviously it'll come out. So be careful braiding it back in. Alright, now I got a fat pile of braids and my scary little embroidery string bag. And I'm picking out a string that I like the color of best. Yellow's a nice contrast. I also like the green, little hint of green. I could do white. Here's me searching for the white. It's hard to find in there. But I wanted it to be a little bit contrasted, so I chose the green. Alright, now here's me trying to figure out how to make this thing stay. The knot was really annoying, so I decided to curl it up, and on the back just put a piece of tape so that it stays like a nice little spiral, and then just start sewing and come back to that later. Possibly fix the tape issue. Perhaps. We'll see. And then I just started sewing. Alright, here's me trying to give a close-up of that sewing. Sorry. The camera angles confuse me sometimes. Anyways, it's very bad demonstration. Basically, you're just going up and down. So I went up through the string that wasn't attached, and then back down through the braid that was attached. Yeah, see that? And then also make sure it's not knotted on the back like that. It's so annoying. And then you're good. Alright, now you get to watch me sew this beautiful thing together in a speedy way. Jesus Christ. Alright, here's the wall in question. What was supposed to be a wall for the basket. You know, some things don't always work out, and that's okay. So we just have to be fine with the fact that was never gonna be a basket. And here's the next clip, me being like, yeah, this is about as big as it's gonna get. Alright, I cut the ends off. I'm trying to put this stuff back in so it doesn't be lumpy or pop out or anything. No tape included. Aren't you proud? No tape. Well, there's tape used in the process, but it's not just taped on the back. Anyways, I got some safety pins. And I added one to each. I clipped it onto the string, and then I just basically weaved it in underneath to the braids that were already there. Super simple, then cut off the excess because I just wanted to weave it 2 times. And then it's done. Alright, very much almost forgot about this part. basically I took all those extra pulled strands that I had, and I was like, I'm gonna make this seem a little bit more bedazzled, a little more chic, and I'm gonna add some nice little strings on the side. So I like eyeballed what I wanted it, what the length I wanted it to be, and then I weaved it in with that safety pin again, and I knotted it and double knotted it. I don't know if the double knot looks that good, I'm gonna be so real with you, but I just didn't trust the single knot. Maybe you guys will. Oh golly gee, isn't she beautiful? Isn't she amazing? Wow. Amazing. Looks like a little bacteria. I love it so much. I just adore it. Can't wait to get to look at this every single morning and every single day of my life. Beautiful. Very beautiful. Make sure to make this for Mother's Day. Right around the corner. You got one day. You got one day. Oh, close up. Beautiful close up. You guys like my candles? They're pretty cool candlesticks. That's a great image. Alright, thanks for watching. Don't ever make this. I pray to God that I have better stuff in the future. The next video will be up soon. It will be better. I swear. Goodbye.